Now, we'll start with the Vice President. You know, the campaign is heating up, you know, for November 4. Who gets to lead the NPP to the December 7 or November 7? General election, we will know. So he was in the Ashanti region, and there is a story in the Chronicle, page 3. It says, "Stop the tribal politics against Bawumia." There's a story from Sebastian R. Freku in Kumasi. It says, members of New Patriotic Party NPP identifiable groups in the Kumasi Central, Kejetia and the racecourse markets have appealed to the party delegates to vote massively for Vice President Dr. Bawumia on November 4 for him to lead the party into the 2024 polls. The organizer of the identifiable groups, Mr. A. Kwabna, advised delegates at a news conference the group organized in Kumasi yesterday to avoid tribal politics and rather choose a competent and deserving candidate to lead the party. He noted that the presidency is not the preserve of accounts and that since the NPP is a national party, Dr. Bawumia should not be discriminated against because he merits the leadership of the party after performing excellently over the years. So you can get the full story in the Chronicle, page 3. But the long and short of what he is trying to say, or what the identifiable group is trying to say, that let's stop tribal politics and in that sense vote Bawumia to lead the party into the 2024 elections. Larry.
So it's about tribal politics.
Yeah.
And whether or not it's healthy. Mm-hmm. Well, tribal politics is not healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I think that the country has come of age.
Yeah.
For us to still be dwelling in that.
But are we still doing that?
Oh, it's there.
Okay.
Oh, it's there. It's there. It's there. So then we are looking for permutations as to, even the Constitution talked about regional balance here and there and so on. Listen, I mean, somebody, I think Adainimo or so, okay, was born and bred in Navrongo or something like that. So he's able to speak their language quite well. But upon all that, he was able to come to Ashanti Mampong, where he hails, to become an MP over there. You get it. Now, that doesn't take out the fact that he still has a huge chunk of Navrongo in him.
Yeah.
Such that if one day you are looking for somebody who can do something as far as Navrongo or the region that that's Upper East, isn't it? He would be able, sending him there, it's like he has a working knowledge of the area and he'll be able to impart whatever he's learned onto the people. Yeah. The same, you know, applies to the country, where we're supposed to be, you know, one people. Okay, so whether you know you are an Ebe or an Ashanti or whatever it is, your competence is what determines exactly. So you are not being judged by whether you know your tribe. Okay, so I think that indeed we need to stop it. We need to stop it. But I see, more importantly for the NPP. The NPP is at the crossroad. That's what maybe a lot of people are not getting. That since 1992, you've had people of a certain ethnic, you know, persuasion leading them as flag bearers and so on. Now, what has compared that to NDC, where Jerry Rawlings first, then Professor Mills later, now President Mahama. So they are able to, you know, move wherever you get competent flag bearer. Exactly. So, and see it from this point. Professor Mills was a vice president to Jerry Rawlings. President Mahama was also, and the two of them were able to rise. But in the case of NPP, when President Kufuor was living, even President Kufuor, he didn't even want his own vice, Ali Mahama, to succeed him.
How do you say that?
What evidence?
Yes.
Alan Chamatins.
No, hold on. Alan Chamatins what? Alan Chamatins what?
We all know President Kufuor supported Alan Chamatin.
But if he supported
it doesn't mean that I don't want
his vice to
but you see, so it's the same thing.
He didn't offer his support to
But
It's
but
fine.
don't
If
doesn't
he didn't
want
want
He
to,
said
he didn't want to. Which one is what?
no doesn't want to.
I may want you
No,
to
it's
be,
semantics.
I may want you to be, but I may not offer you my
Stop
support.
hiding behind semantics.
Oh,
no,
no.
I prefer that. Okay, so all right, let me use your word. He didn't offer his support.
That's better, man.
Can you imagine?
So the long and short is
Yeah, he didn't offer his support.
It's okay.
So, okay,
Yeah.
you get it. And then so you had Aliu Mahama,
Yeah.
8 years as vice president, acquired a lot of experiences. He's been able to interact with all who matter as far as the political space was concerned, but he couldn't even pull anything. Okay, then President Akufo-Addo now became from a certain
With
persuasion.
Bawumia.
Okay,
Yeah.
an account kind of, an account person. Now, with all that, so the MPP has, and with that, MPP has faced a lot of, backlash that, hey, you guys, why are you always doing account? So we are back to that point where Bawumia, how many years as
Vice.
running mate?
Twice.
Running mate.
2007,
exactly.
20.
Sure. And
Yeah.
8 years as vice president. And if you don't give it, if you don't you don't give the flag bearership to a person like that, who else would you give it to?
But must it be given to a person like that?
Obviously, giving, as operationalized. But essentially, I'm saying that he's campaigning.
Yeah.
He's virtually.
And so are other contenders. So if it happens that an account person wins it,
Yes.
I don't think that is because of tribal issues.
Oh no, but you see,
No, but the fact that we're saying is that people who are
there
saying
are
that
people saying
yeah,
that.
the one who are
No,
saying it.
I get
And
that. I get that.
Kennedy
yeah.
Japan just talked about if you want to play the tribe, why are you playing tribal politics
Yeah.
with this? If you bring the tribal thing, I'll give you a showdown. You understand? You hear all that. It's because it's becoming an issue in the party. That's why it's found, itself in the front pages that we are talking about now. So I feel that the party is at the crossroad, and that they will really have to define this properly, because minority groups in there are beginning to ask themselves, is it worth it? Okay, to be, pushing these elephants to where we are not getting even anything. And that today it's our turn, and you are trying to play the same card again, and it's not good enough.
Right, Elvis. So this is our turn, and it has to go here and it has to go that. Should we not begin to? Well, I'm being guided. Should we not begin to move away, like educate the electorate to also understand that it's about merit, it's about competence, who can do it, and move beyond is a Khan party, is Voltaire's party, and all that.
No, but I think the constitution itself creates a need for a regional balance. That's why even the appointment of ministers and other things, the constitution made certain provisions that make sure that the nation is not seen as being led by only one group of people.
Yeah.
Because in other countries, that has led to serious problems, including people losing their lives, because people felt that there's only one group that has been ruling us for far too long. Are they the only people? Is it a dynasty? Is it a monarchy and all that? So I think those who framed our constitution, they had a very good idea of some of these experiences, and they put some of this in our constitution for us to guide. For me, we've always said that leadership should be about who is competent, who is capable, who can do the job. But see, in all this, Jerry Rawlings is from Volta, but his development projects are found in every region of Ghana. Kufuor is from Ashanti. He has done development projects in every region in Ghana. Mills is from Central region. He has done development projects in every region in Ghana. Yeah. Akufo-Addo is from Eastern region. He has done development projects in every region. There's no president who can come to this country and say, because I'm from, Mahama has done development projects in every region of Ghana. So there's no way any president can come and say, because I am from this ethnic group, I'm taking Ghana's money to go and do only that region. It will not work. In fact, one of the biggest problems Voltaireans had with Jerry Rawlings was that he has done more for other regions than his home region. A lot of Voltaireans attack him over that because they are under the impression that if you are from the Volta region and you are the president, the more resources should come to the Volta region. People say, is it because he's married from Ashanti region? He's done more in Ashanti region than than the voter. I'm telling you, this is the sentiment in the voter region that the Rolling seems to be doing more in Ashanti region.
But don't forget that the Ashantis also did the same thing. That how come NPP is in power and we are not getting development?
You understand? So
stuff like that.
Development is not about which region or tribe the person comes from. Development is about what does the nation need? What resources do we have? How do we manage these resources to be able to make sure that every part of the country gets some part of the national cake in one development project or the other?
Yeah.
So for me, in an internal party elections, see, people should not be focused on tribe. And as Larry has said, you see, a party like the NPP, in fact, it's not, NDC has always attacked the NPP that they will never present any candidate apart from an account.
Yeah.
Even John Mahama has said that they will use Bawumia and dumping. Why are they saying that? They said from 93 till now, everybody that is left as presidential candidate to lead the party is an account. So they believe that the party will not fill anybody who is non-account.
Is it not coincidental?
It's not.
Larry?
No,
it's not.
No, the point is, the party is largely dominated by account.
Yeah.
So definitely people will be at the forefront seeking position. Majority will be from the majority of the people in the party.
So
it's normal.
And even the current president made it worse when he said, yeah, I can for.
You understand it? So
I mean, it's
the
a
problem is
that
people should understand.
You don't want to hear.
But see, Alan and Co were not happy that leading members of the party were endorsing Bawumia. But this is how I look at it. I think that all the leading members of the party see Bawumia as an opportunity for them to say that for the first time, we are presenting a candidate, very credible, competent. We've run with him for about 16 years on our ticket, and we are presenting him as our presidential candidate to clear that tag that we are an account party.
Yeah.
And I think that they see it also in the fact that people from the up north will say, oh, this party is giving us a presidential candidate, and we think that this is the opportunity for us. And they believe that even with Bawumia, NDC is the dominant party in the northern region. They think that with Bawumia, they may even eat more into NDC's votes in those strongholds.
Yeah.
So the leading members who are supporting Bawumia, they're not supporting him because of tribe. They are supporting him thinking that political advantage.
Who will win power for us?
The NPP leading members who are endorsing Bawumia are seeing him as a political advantage. We are in an economic crisis, and going for an election is not going to be easy. NDC, whether I like it or not, the 2024 election is for NDC to win. If they lose it, it's they who lost it. Because it's not easy breaking the 8 in Ghana. The current economic situation has sent several governments out of power. And you are going into an election with this economic situation.
Yeah.
You are looking for a candidate that can bring other advantages that you can compete very well. So those who are supporting him and other candidates are angry. I think they are seeing a political advantage and not a tribal advantage.
Absolutely.
So they shouldn't reduce it to a tribal thing, but rather they should look at a political advantage. I think why I'm misinterpreting political advantage to mean a tribal advantage.
Right, so this is where we are. In fact, tribalism won't help anybody. It's about who is competent, who can lead the charge, to do the job.